Hi guys, welcome back to Skylines, and last time we built the horrific stupid bridge, which was probably one of the worst / most horrible things to build ever. Oh god, I actually hadn't seen this bit. Oh, it's so much worse than I thought. Look, because these bridges aren't level, look, how much does this trigger you? Look, they bloody cut, like look, it's not level at all, so it just kind of comes off at this weird angle on each segment. Fine. I'm just going to leave it. There's a huge piece of steel just like sticking out the end. They're like, it's fine, leave it. But sir, shouldn't we just cut it off and like type, no, leave it, just leave it. Leave it as it is. Oh, it's so bad. We'll just have to view it like this height at all times and that'll be fine. Look at it from the other side only. Yeah, we'll just look at it from the dark side. Like that should literally be... We'll just do that. That as the screenshot for the episode. Like, just have that as the screenshot for the episode. Have that where it's like sticking out. Yeah, you guys hate it. Everybody's just like, ah. Like there's people at home just like sticking pins in their hands. Like... Okay, right, okay, so let's carry on building this. It's even bothering me a little bit. Right, okay, so we're going to bring this one up to here like this. Which, is that exactly how I want it? It's alright. I think this bit right here wants to drop down a little bit. And I want this bit to be level really, so it wants to be like kind of that. Okay. Okay, stupid bridge is still there, and then we've got Sterling Street. Right, so yes, basically what we want is these roads now, these highways to come over this way. We haven't even got to building the town yet. The pre-preparation, the infrastructure is taking such a long time. Contractors are like way over time on this one. Everyone's like, bloody hell, when are they ever going to finish this stupid bloody bridge? That's why it's called the stupid bridge as well, because everyone's just sick to death of it at this point. They're just like, man, that bridge, when are they going to be done with it? Buggers. Right, let's just do the highway bits going over first. So this just wants to go straight across. Let's have elevation at like 4 meters. No, only not. I need to allow enough space actually as well for what I want to do, so... Yeah, so this basically needs to come up like... Oh, I see, that's just my elevation step, isn't it? Such an idiot. Put it in 2 steps. Right, so this probably wants to come up a bit. So like there. Okay, let me just come across like this. Okay, and let me just come back down again. Like so. And then on the other side, don't worry, I'll tidy this up. And then on the other side, we're coming along like this. What were we at, 12 meters before? Yep, there we go. Across the other side. And down again. Right, there we go. So that's that easily done. Right, there we go. And then, like I say, what we'll do is we'll just have some off-ramps coming off of that. Sure to turn snap off. Right, so we'll just get these all kind of like equied up. I feel like when I'm moving the bridge pieces of the road, they look like they're uncomfortable in their seat. They're a bit like kind of moving around. Right. So I just want to get this nice and straight across here. God, can you remember when I used to do this without Move It? When I used to try and get this same level of... Oh, damn it, Prop and Tree Anarchy. Every time. I literally need to get a t-shirt that says, like, fuck you, Prop and Tree Anarchy. Nobody would get it except Skylines players. Or, no, actually not even Skylines players, just people that watch my stream. Because other Skylines players probably do it properly with remembering to turn it off again. Right, there we are. Right, so now we're at nice equi-height on that. Okay, so now all we got to do here is just have our off-ramps, which should be able to just come down easily onto this. The only trouble with that is, of course, this bridge here. I suppose what we could do is we could, like, sweep this one down and under and have, like, kind of... Yeah, actually, okay. We might go for this option. Before we get to that, though, let's actually just connect these two up here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just connect them straight across. Like this. He realizes that he should have actually done that. Yeah, the only thing that's bothering with this is obviously the curve on it, but maybe I can get away with it if I'm a little bit clever. Seems unlikely. There we go. Cool. Now I can just match the other one to it. This one actually seems like it doesn't need so much curvationness going on. Oh shit. Damn it! Who knows what I did there? Who knows what I did wrong? Stupid. Who knows why I got annoyed? Tell me now. Something that I forgot about. Oh, testing. Come on, who knows? Who knows what I did? Lane thing, the delineator, yes. So much trouble. Every time. Right, this is bothering me a lot. It's actually bothering me more than I thought it might. There we go. Oh god, I can't take it today. Why is everything being a pain? Like nothing is easy today. Everything is being horrible. Just be right. Right, is that sort of okay? No. God. Just please, just be right for a change. I want my roads to be symmetrical. God. Okay. That was sort of almost right. Oh god, it's like this horrible unending puzzle, which is just... It is a pain. It is a pain. See you next time, this unit. Right, I think this is okay. That's not too bad. Right, let's get rid of and then redo my delineators. What a pain. A10 Power, thank you very much for bringing the A10. Golden Orange, here's some tips to soothe the pain it's causing you tonight. Thank you very much, Golden Orange, guys. Give Golden Orange some A10 love in the chat. Right, turn all this back on again. Delineators, prop and tree. It's already on, good. Right. Do this again. Right, we'll have some nice times beautifying afterwards. Right, done. That's done. Sorted. Okay, delineators are back in. This road is good. Right, I'm gonna save again because I'm feeling like that was more of a pain than it needed to be. Right, let's just save this. Please save. Okay, and it's good. Right. Okay, so now let's get our little roads in here. So we've just got to get the connectors, which is always a joy. Right, here we go. So we don't want snap or bend on. Which I probably do want snap on. Right, so this... No, I don't want snap on. Right, so this needs to come out here. I know it's the wrong way round. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Now the only trouble with this is we're going to have to obviously connect it up to... Yeah, this may work. Right, and then okay, so then also on the other side here, what I'm going to do is have a ramp coming off here, which then will sweep around underneath this. Stay with me on this. So I don't want to just connect there because it's going to be a pain in the ass. Come underneath. Wait, how's this going to... it's alright, we'll work this out. A10 Power coming down, thank you very much indeed. Roberts, thank you very much indeed. Banjo Break, you typed it wrong. It's not Banjo Break. Banjo, you put the wrong one. It's the one that's the other way up. Right, so actually what I need to do is put like a two-way road thing on here that then splits off. Guys, thanks so much for the support in the chat. Appreciate it very much. Actually, is this going to work? What I kind of want to do is that. Oh, yeah, maybe it will work. Yeah, maybe it will work. Okay. Right, here we go. This intersection is going to get jammed. No, don't worry. Be fine. Fine. Nothing can go wrong. No, because I'll be clever about it. Clever. We're thinking clever. What's this, Roberts? Roberts, it's 9, not 6. Oh, dear. I could go get Banjo. He might help soothe my agony, actually. I said I wasn't going to bring Banjo out today, but he's sort of... And as I've said before, like my long-term goal is obviously to have Banjo out here with me all the time. But the issue is that he basically just gets way too excited as it is right now. He wouldn't be able to cope, bless him. They say he can't just sit and sleep. Like if he's around me, he has to play and bite and be excited all the time. And so he can't just you know, be next to me. Like he will not just be quiet. Like basically, you know, he has to be excited. So right. Anyway, so yeah, the road junction right here. This is looking just fine. And there we go. And that's even well, it had. There we go. Right, that's got rid of the horrible stuff we had going on there. Right, the only thing is I want these to be sort of the same and try and get that a little better. Done. Okay, cool. Right, so that's how that's going to be. And then we just need to do it the other side as well. However, until we actually have cause to add it to the other side as well, I might just leave it be. So we might leave it like that for now and actually make a start on the town. Also, we do actually have to kind of tie in the other side here, and that's just, you know, not where we're at right here. So anyway, let's just kind of want to just raise that ground up. But once you've actually got this on here, I don't know whether that will actually happen. Yep, see, no. Well, it sort of happens, but... pain in the... Oh, actually, not too bad. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. We had these banks on the ridge here, look, so... Bridge. So loud! So loud! Banjo banjo! I could go find him. It's 11 though. I'm going to go get him. Alright, we'll have some therapy in a minute. Right, so that's where we are with this. Now we will extend housing over here, but obviously we need to start on this side first. So, right. Okay, before we get our housing, I'll go say hello to Banjo. So let me just go grab him. 2 seconds. Right, back in a minute. You know, what are you being for? He's being all good. Being better today. Don't know if you can hear. Say hello, Banjo. Yes. Meows. Yeah, meowshin. Oh, he just wants to be all warm and like snuggled today. You guys hear the purring when he's right next to the mic? Likes a little purr. So small still. Where are you going? We're going for climbing. Where are you going, mate? No, no. Oh, no, no, you're not allowed to do that. Watch what he does. He's going to jump. I told you not. Get to the aquarium fish. No, he doesn't want to hang out on my shoulder. He wants to get to the fish. Once. Hello to... Little look. Enjoy. He's not sure. He doesn't know to look at this. He knows to look at the microphone there, look, because he will eat it. No. He's all good. Oh, look, he's washing me, guys. Up, up. Anyway, it's time for him to sleep, really, so I should probably put him to bed. What? That's how you gain an extra 10,000 YouTube subs? Yeah, I know. Well, when he's a bit older and he's more calm, I'll have him out here with me all the time. But right now, he's just all like, no, don't eat the microphone. No, no. Right, I'm going to put him back before he goes and tries to get my aquarium again. Right. Oh, sorry for the break. I always love it how like I'm totally AFK and getting more people watching. Right, we're back. I looked happy with Banjo. Yeah, I am happy with Banjo because Banjo is lovely. Right, sorry for the break on here and on YouTube. Sorry, totally unprofessional. I had to give him a little more water as well, just while I was away there. Right, so, as I said, let's start actually making the town now. So, let's get some roads and stuff happening. So, we need to have a little look at where our actual mining area is going to be on here. So you can see basically up and behind here. So we can build this area in front where the forest is, but we could also potentially have some forestry industry going on there as well. I think we should try not to put like all the industry in one single area. So we can try and sort of build off of the road here and so on and so on and so on. So let's build obviously off of this bit right here. We'll see what happens with the roads. We'll start off with like a 4-lane coming into town. So we'll just build this probably straight down here like this. Okay. And then we'll probably build the same kind of headed off in this direction. Initially anyway, right. That's going to be our sort of starting point into town. Save the forest LT. Are we going up the mountain? Not yet, but maybe. And then we've got some mining here, mining there, and then we've got the bit of the forest where they can do forestry industry there. The only other issue we have, we don't have any demand for industry right now, so we actually will have to, we can't start just mining. We actually have to wait until we actually have space for doing that before we begin, so, you know. There is that to consider as well. So let's start off by building a bit of a square there. We'll start off with that. Is there a reason why it's building slightly below the ground level? Because I've still got Anarchy turned on. Right, and then we've just... I'm not going to build in like a kind of very... Yeah, why is it building like just below ground level? Is my road level set to -2 meters? Yeah, that's why. That's why it's set. But whatever, I'm just going to leave it like that. I didn't notice, and I'm just going to... I've committed to it now, so that's what we're going to have now. Alright? Committed. Right, we'll have this bit going along here, and then there's going to be some mining here. I'm going to run a road just straight out over this way. Like that for now. What? Why is it -4? What's happening here? How did I get to -4? Oh, because it's -4 at the end there. This is one of those days today. It really, really is. One of those days. Right. Now, we'll deal with the mining stuff when we get to it later. Right. I'm going to also add in another road across. Actually, let's think. For housing, we could still have a bit of housing on this side of town. So we'll just put in like a road which comes along. Let's just do this. Look. We'll have a road which comes along like that, and then this is, let's just think. So we'll have a road which is like this, and then we'll have a curved road on the end here which cuts around like that. And then we'll get some lanes or something. We'll get little lanes coming along here. Probably we'll just cut some lanes across like this. This is a town, by the way, so not like a thoroughfare or anything, so it doesn't matter if we actually have some offshooting lanes and stuff like this. I think actually I'll probably just do this like that, because we want like residential homes and stuff here, so it'll be fine. Okay, next thing up we need, of course, is power, and the only way we're going to get power is from the other town, and it's a little ways to go. Although I think, yeah, the bridge, that bridge actually carries power across, by the way, which is really cool. So we probably want to start sort of over here. What I'm going to do is, we need like a substation or something, but let's have a look actually. What have we got going on here? Yeah, some houses being built up here on the hillside. Like, really what we need, yeah, let's just get like a power substation. There's a small one here on the outside of town. Then we'll just get some pylons running across. This will be our starting point anyway. We'll run that across to like there. Then we'll get another substation down. Oh, okay. That didn't quite work how I meant. Oh, God. I always forget that you can't move those things, that they don't sort of actually move like you would expect, so you have to in this stupid way. Right. Okay, so that's that. And then when we start getting people coming to the town, we can power that up, basically. Right, so let us, I guess, continue on. So we're very much... Oh, we also need water, obviously, so start that from the town here. Again, we can just run that straight through. We'll develop this as we go. Right, so let's get some initial housing in here, guys. So I'm just going to fill in this... Actually, no, what am I doing? I'm just going to fill in these on the end here, because we want to make sure we get that power started off right. And all I need to do is just run some... let's just start time running. All I need to do is just... Well, actually, I probably don't even need to do this, I expect. Actually, I expect it will probably just... The power will probably just run as it is. But nonetheless, just for the look. Just for the look of it. Bang those in there. Right, cool. Okay, so that's our power headed out there. Right, so everything is working now. Should be anyway. We can start development. We still haven't had any commercial come in, and we really, really want to see some commercial there. Here we go. Look, so we've started to get little houses coming in here, guys. It's perfect, and they're going to have power, going to have water. We can start incrementally adding in other houses to this area. And remember that, you know, whenever you start off a new area, the last thing you want to do is do it in one go, because, like, just fill in everything, because then houses start popping up all over the place, and you can't properly manage your electricity or anything like this. The only thing we could do to help alleviate traffic there is to do some little, like, you know, kind of like on-ramp, basically, like an on-ramp on the outside of town. That's totally feasible. It actually worked really well just from right here. So that might assist us a bit in sort of just taking a little bit of pressure off of that junction we were talking about before. Like if we were just to do something like this, this could actually work quite well. So we'll just do like, have it go straight on. So yeah, okay, so like, have it like this, turn snap off, panicky on. I don't want to affect that bit further down. Oh, God damn it! Stupid delineators every time. Oh, this is balls this right up. Damn it, LT. Why? Why was I programmed to feel pain? Right, okay, it's fine. Fine. Right. That's fine. I'm fine with it. Okay. The only trouble is we don't have one coming off either, but it's okay. Right. So, let's get some more residential going on here as well, so we can just fill in this whole, the rest of this area now. Meanwhile, whilst that's happening, we really need to also go back and check on what's happening in the rest of the town, because the last thing that I want to see is everything going terribly wrong on the rest of town. Right, the third time lucky on this crap. Bloody stupid. What? It's all correct. Why won't it let me do it? What? What am I doing here? What? What's going on here? Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Fine there. Did I actually not delete them? That might be it. That's it. That'll be it. Right, back to this. Okay, I'm getting really triggered now. What's happening? They're still there? Oh, because I got to use that thing, haven't I? God's sakes. What has happened to me today? Have I just literally, my brain melted or something? What is going on? God's sake. I'm getting annoyed at myself now. How many people were screaming at me right now? LT, you did it wrong. No. Unbearable. Just listen, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to make things deliberately stupid today. Like, it's just going that way. I don't want everything to be like a frustrating nightmare. Like, it just seems like that's just the way it's going today. Just decided it's going that way. Right, let's get some more stuff down. I really want some commercial, but I just feel like we're not going to have commercial on this one, you know? It's just going to be like that. Right, we'll get some of that in. Yeah, I'd really like some commercial, like down here, sort of on the main street bit, really, but don't know whether we're going to have that. Right, we need to get some medical in and other bits and pieces. We also need to designate the town. Who wants the town? Who wants the town? It's the new town. Who would like a new town? Tell me why in the chat. Right, let's make sure the rest of the city is not burning down. Looks to be okay at the moment. Bit of police issuing going down in Villeneuve Quay. Looks like the marina crime rate is high. People have been stealing boats off of the harbour. That's not good. That's not good on any day of the week. Frames, come back, Frames, come back. Frustration town. Yeah, exactly. Right, if you would like the town named after you, please shout it out. If you're... Oh, hello. Now, we seem to have a little bit of an off-ramp issue here, and why is that? Hey, look, we've gone from, like, town trouble to traffic trouble. Yay! That's our favourite. The issue seems to be... this is weird. The issue seems to be here. Which is odd. What? Oh, the issue is... Okay, I see. Okay, I see what's happening here. Who can see? Well, that's what Let's Play Guess Along with LT. Who can see what's happening? Okay, so what's happening is, you remember that we actually have got, for those who don't remember, there was actually two roads here. One which goes, look, you can see, one which goes underneath the highway. And the one which goes underneath the highway, basically, oh crap, fire, 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 fire. It's alright, they'll be there. It's only a house fire. One which comes off of the roundabout here at the railway station, and it goes underneath, look, all the way along underneath. The other one comes from this part of town, right, over here, and it basically comes all the way along the highway and then comes off. Now, the issue is probably related to the, it's your favourite, it's the lane connectors. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's lane connectors. It's probably to do with where the traffic is coming off of here. So, okay, how can I explain this? So, the traffic coming off of the off-ramp here from the highway on the top, it obviously, while they're in a single file, they probably want to go in one of three lanes, depending on where they want to go when they get down to the roundabout. So if they want to turn off, if they want to go straight on, or whatever. So they're probably making the decision of where they want to be on that roundabout way back here, or obviously before that. But regardless, they're going to try and get into lane as early as possible here, which is probably why you see them kind of coming around here and then messing around here, and that was causing queues. The other issue is that traffic coming around from these roads is, I think, merging or coming into that inside lane when I'd prefer that it didn't. So it's going to be kind of tricky, really, to really stop the traffic from merging in a way which slows it down. But what we could probably try and do is, at the least, try and alleviate like some of the stuff which is happening right there. But let's just take a look at this. So yeah, so look, they can... Oh, actually, I think I never updated this. I never updated this to tell these. So these guys want to go in the middle lane. Yeah, I never updated this right here. So if you're coming around on this side, you can go central or middle lane. If you come around on this... So probably... Well, that's fine. But there shouldn't be a lot of traffic coming around this way, you see, so it shouldn't be a big deal. The big deal is these guys here who are coming around and they're just coming in that lane. And then they get to this bit and it says they can only stay this lane. So... Well, that should be okay, because as they come around this corner, if they go into that lane or that lane, then they carry straight on around. Then what we could do is make this here so that you can only go to the inside lane on that, and the green here you can go on to that one. Yeah. And then what we want to do is we want to do like a phased lane changing system so that it's not too extreme in one go. So what we want here is we'll tell these guys that they can only go straight on here, and we'll tell this guy that he can move out if he wants. Okay, so that way they can start moving out, but the guys on these lanes have to keep on going. And then on the next one we'll tell them that if you're like in the... Tell them if they're the outside lane, they can move in one. These guys got to go straight on. These guys got to go straight on. And then on the one after that, here, we'll tell them, okay, if you're on the inside lane, you can go in. And if you're okay, yeah, and if you're there, you go straight on. So what that's doing, I hope, it'll mean that it will stagger the stages where they want to change lane, and therefore they shouldn't all try to change lane on the very first node that they come to. So maybe that will work. The off-ramp should have 2 lanes. That's not really the problem. The problem is not that there's not enough capacity of lane. The problem is just that the traffic coming around the roundabout is stopping that traffic coming off of that roundabout. So let's see what happens. They suddenly like ping, ping, ping. Oh, look, it suddenly works. See? See? See, look, now it's working fine. Case closed. Okay, so the key to this is really, like I was saying, those 3 last nodes that we changed. So basically by... You see, even now, you get a little bit of... What's this guy up to? Why did that guy stop? Okay, even now, you're going to get a little bit of it. But as I've said before many, many times, what's going to happen is that you have to wait really for that traffic to clear out before you can really assess whether it's working. Because whenever you have a traffic queue, when you make a change, there's a sheer weight of traffic which will in part stop it working really well. So you kind of have to allow that traffic to clear so that then, because basically what I'm trying to say is if you didn't have so much traffic here, those changeovers that I just put in are going to work really, really well. But because there's so much traffic here right now, that weight of traffic is going to actually still create a bit of clogging up. However, you can see that despite them slowing down a little bit at some sections, it's flowing pretty cleanly now. Look, you can see this. Look, there's like the occasional stop, but most of the time they're changing lanes like really well. It's actually working really, really good. The middle one can't get onto the outside lane, Luton. Yeah, it can. It gets on the outside lane way back here. See? Here. This middle one doesn't need to do that because right here it can change. Like, look, basically at that point they decide, do they want to go outside or do they want to go middle? All we're doing is we're making sure, okay, what at this point here, what we're making sure is this lane which is coming off of the highway stays in the right. If you're coming from underneath the highway or around the roundabout, you can come around on the middle lane. You can choose, do you want to go outside or middle, okay? And then once they're on these roads, they can in a what's the word? Not stepped. In a gradual, like a gradiated way, they can change like lane 1 out or in. But also remember, once they get onto the bridge, they can do whatever the hell they like. So you know, this here is to just assist controlling it. Because if you just allow them to do anything on the first one, they'll all try to change lane at the same time, and that's what was causing the biggest problem. They were like all trying to go into one lane or out. So it's just about controlling where they're moving and to try to make it work a little bit better. What? It's still not quite enough. It's almost enough capacity, but it's cutting a bit close. It's fine. It's fine. Once it's cleared out, look, right now, this is, look, see, no problem. It'll be fine. The thing that I'm worried about right here is we're still having some issues at this roundabout. But that'll probably clear out. I think we talked about this before and said that basically, like, you know, you always get like a little bit of a delay like this. Over time, it'll probably be okay, so. No, it won't need 2 lanes. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Right, anyway, so look, we've got huge housing capacity, and we were looking over here to see whether there's any major problems happening, and there were not. Like, everything's working just fine. There's occasional, like, policing issue, but, what's over here? Oh my god! We missed this! Christ alive. Look at this, guys. We had a bit of a forest fire, and we didn't see this happening. That must have been quite a fire, because there's quite a few trees here. It's still going on as well. That's right. I'm sure our fire... So we've got, like, fire helicopter site right here, so I'm sure our fire safety experts will deal with that. Some water issues in Elk... Oh, yeah, we never named the town yet, guys. Come on. Right, who wants the town? Come on, we didn't even do this yet. Today has been... We're all over the place today. All over the place. Right, who wishes for the next town? Who wishes for the next town? If you're a sub, shout it out and get down on it. Right, let's fill in. Fill in. Get more housing. More housing action. You want to live next to a really busy road? Yep. Okay. Yeah, surprise. People are normally literally battling one another to get the towns. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Right, let's get this going on down here. Fill that in. Okay, I really wish we could have more commercial. That's one thing that bugs me a lot about The commercial thing is the one thing which I don't want traffic lights at this point right here. Turn that off. Yeah, the lack of commercial is one thing which bugs me a lot about the... I think it's to do with the... I can't remember. It's like the realistic balance thing or something. I can't remember what the mod is, actually. Evo. Yes. Well, it's usually first come, first served, so it probably should go to Mitzi. Of Mitzi... Yeah, we have Mitzi. We have Mitzi up there. By the way, I know it's not spelt completely right off your name, but it's fine. Luton, do tax relief at districts you need commercial. That's a good idea. No, but it's not about making commercial go there. It's the fact that we don't have... There's no demand at all for commercial in the first place. So that's what I'm saying to you. We could try it. I've never tried that before, so why not? So we'll have a tax relief for low-density commercial. Right, let's see whether we get any come in there. I mean, we don't have any to even begin with, you see, so that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's that. Right, so little town is coming together. Now, the guys here don't have any healthcare or any of this kind of stuff, so we should probably get a little bit of that in. Probably start off with just a pharmacy. That in on the corner here. I can always force some commercial down anyway if I need to, but... Right, we need a fire station, and can probably get a rural fire station in here, I expect. Right there. Okay, rural fire station. Policing. Could probably do with a little bit of police action going on here. A few different options for us. A little bit low. Yeah, probably just rural police as well. Get that in there. Education. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. A little library. Could do with some sort of elementary school. Bidding. Got a lot of educational options now. Let's have a look here. Where was the kind of like out of like the rural? Oh, is this one? It's the large elementary. Yeah. Tricky with the rural schools. There's not anything which quite suits, I never think. You've got like those portable classrooms, but probably want to sort of like upgrade that later down the line. Tempted even to just put a basic elementary in even. We've not put a base elementary school in for such a long time. I kind of feel almost like I want to, so I'm going to maybe do that. Although if I was going to, I probably should go with the... where is it? This one. The realistic elementary school, which is a bit more realistic. Get that in there. Yep, we'll get the realistic elementary school. Let me just want to move this a little bit. There we go. Right. Okay, more people wanting to come in here now. All good. It's a little bit on the screw, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't think our tax relief is going to make anything come in here, by the way. But meanwhile, anything else I want to add in here? Not sure. I like the educational blimps always. We'll have a high-rise ban, even though I don't think we need it. Right. Okay, town of Mitzi continues to grow. Good evening, 18 on the stream. How you doing? We're doing for time. We're getting tight there. So we spent quite a little while setting this up today. Traffic's coming in fine on the roads, but of course we're... yeah, this could definitely get problematic in the future. Oh, what was I looking at before that was not... oh, actually... yeah, I don't want people to be... let's just check this. Yeah, I don't want people to be able to turn left there. And similarly... there shouldn't be anything we can do here. Let's just have a think. Yeah, also, I don't want people to be able to turn... I don't know. I don't really want people to be able to turn left there, but that's going to be problematic if I don't allow that. Could be. I'm probably setting myself up for a terrible, terrible problem here, but we'll work it out. It's fine. Right. What's that? The residential demand is really spiking. Yeah. People really, really want to... It's surprising considering we have like 0 weekly change right now, but that's probably more to do with the fact that I've not allowed much space for people to live right now. Well, it's also probably down to the city area, so there's probably a lot of people wanting to live down toward the city. I really don't want this road here to be... I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn off on that road for now. Right. Do that. Yeah, I'm going to have some housing here, but just on this bit right there. I don't think I can add sound barriers on two-way highways, otherwise I would do. Maybe somebody's put that in there, I'm not sure. Yeah, only on 3-lane. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there is a one-way highway with sound barriers. Let's add that in. Oh, the only trouble is it's not done in the style. T18 just subbed, guys, for 5 months in a row. Thank you very much, T18. Welcome back, buddy. Thank you very much for supporting the stream all the time. Yeah, we're going to have to go just back to this for stylistic reasons. Right, nonetheless though, the town is starting to come together quite nicely. Got a good amount of people in on the town. Now remember, we can potentially build... We need to get industry happening as well, remember. So we do actually kind of need to build out of the area here. So if we look at where the mineral wealth is, yeah, so there's going to be sort of some... Again, we still don't have that need for industry right now. Keep half an eye on other things. Everything else is ticking along just fine. We could do with a little bit of a higher weekly income right now. That would be better. I think just to take away a bit of the hit on the... we could do with really like some more high density residential somewhere in here. To sort of take away a little bit of this. Yeah, there is some space still here in that. I remember I was leaving space so I could put like kind of trees and things around, but yeah, it might be necessary. The other area we can build still, remember, was of course outside of town on this end, so that's another area where we can build right now. We could also expand Golden Orange Valley a little bit, but there's still some space. We could still expand the slumland of Golden Orange Valley. Could get that going on. Luton, you're making the traffic coming into town go across Stupid Bridge first. Don't think so. Don't think I was. And go straight on, or oh, did I meant to turn off? Okay. So what I meant to do then was have it so it could turn. Well, I didn't want it to turn directly left. That's what. Oh yeah. I guess it wants to turn. Well, that doesn't make so. Which? Well, no. Okay, so stay with me on this, right? So if that's not, so what's straight then? What's turn? No, this doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. Because if that's turning left, then what is straight on? I suppose that way, I guess. Yeah. I just automatically assumed, because it was enabling all, it was like, it would assume left turn was up this way, and I didn't want people doing a U-turn around that junction, basically. So, I don't know. Right. We need to start building on the other side anyway, so let's start doing that. Right, so we will have... We're going from a 6-lane, remember, so... Start off again from over here. It's going to be tricky here, because... God damn it, Prop and Tree Anarchy. Right. So we want our bit of 4-lane here. Come down here, and then we'll change that up into just normal 2-lane road. I just dropped the height off of that a little bit because I don't know if I want to build there until the daytime, because I can see that's going to be a problem straight away. Looks like it's going to be an awkward area to build on. I say it looks like it because I can't actually bloody see, but... Come on, be morning. Be morning, you game that's too dark. Right, we're getting there. Traffic seems better here. Let's have a look at the other junction down here, see how we're getting on here. Yeah, there's still a lot of traffic. It's flowing smooth, look. But there's still a lot of traffic. I think, quite honestly, it's more like the roundabout in general needs to be upgraded. Like the amount of lanes on that roundabout. Not the off-ramp, but just the lanes on the roundabout. However, I will just say, despite the fact that it's busy, it's still like very, very smooth flowing most of the time, so... Yep. Also, I think it'd be interesting to see where most of that traffic is going. We're getting more backups on the bridge right here. But it is rush hour, guys, remember, because it's first thing in the morning. So once this clears out, the main thing is like if you have it all there all day long, or is it just there for a little bit? Because remember, we have rush hour, so it'll be rush hour for the morning, and then it'll clear through. Right. And also, as I've said many, many times before, you know, you don't get bloody, you know, you don't have a city where you don't get traffic from rush hour and so on and so on. Right. Let's get building again. I think instead of having one town, guys, by the way, we could have like 2 towns. Or do you think it should be... Do you think they should all be one town, guys, but just spread across the river? What do you think? Or should it be 2 completely holistically different towns? What should it be? Right, power shouldn't be an issue initially. We just need to get... Yep. We just need to get some more houses built on the top section of this little road right here. Yep, I know you need power. There we go, you got it. What's this? 2 towns, Mitzi and Bushy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. Yeah, so I have Mitsu. I'll rename this properly. And 2 towns go to war. Right, there we go. Right, so there we go. We have Mitsu and Bishi over there. What's this? Nobody wants that bridge in their town. What, Stupid Bridge? Stupid Bridge is the best bridge. Like, literally, they love it. I'm sure that they, you know... It's a sight to behold, you know, however you want to take that. I think everybody wants it. Everybody wants to have that bloody thing. Right, these guys here are the ones that need to be worried. The guys who are right below the cliff edge, you know, falling rocks. Low falling rocks, anybody? Right, let's keep building, building, building. So there could even be more sort of residential out in this part, you know, the this area even. There we go. Got a little bit of housing there. And then from this side as well, get a little lane up here. Right, let's fill this in. So we need more housing up here anyway, so it's fine. I think what I might do, I don't think I want, I don't know whether I want to. Again, I would much rather have commercial here, but still no commercial. Like, apparently no towns want any commercial. That's such a broken feature that really needs fixing. Like, on the mod, I mean, not the game itself. Yeah, just a little bit of commercial would be great. Oh, sorry. Baker's just like, if I was driving over that bridge, I'd be thinking to myself, what wanker built this bridge? It's fine. I got it as good as I could make it. I got it as good as I could make it. Crying out loud. Try my best, damn it. Right, we are making a small dent in our residential demand. Yep, let's get a local fire station, guys. Like right there. And medical, let's get ourselves a Cliquesons. Cliquesons medical. And police, I would imagine, will come across from the other way, so we're all good there. Still no bloody industry demand. Distressing that we have no industry demand. I imagine that people will come over here to send the kids to school, etc. Now the only other thing is we could always have, like for transport, we could have a cable car system. A little cable car system just to get the guys across. The other thing is I think we could very much sort of consider having ferries again, because we actually haven't been using the ferries very much, but we could definitely sort of try to connect the ferries up and down here. It'd be quite a long journey then. We do have the rail system as well. That's the other thing to consider. We haven't really sort of hooked up railway system over here. I don't think we can take the railway over to Bishie yet, but we could actually have it over this way to Mitzi. And like I was saying about kind of like having industrial rail here at some point in time. So I think what I will do is get a road which comes out this way. Have it sort of curve out here. Have it straight. Right. So we get a railway in here. We will obviously go for something like not tram station. We just want the basics. That's all we want. Wait a minute then. Wait a sec, guys. I'm just looking at this and wondering if I can do this a bit better. I think we should have a road here, but just do it like that. We could just have our railway like right here. I don't know. I don't know, I'm not convinced by that. Actually, I'm really liking this. I think we'll go for this rural station. I think the rural station works a lot better for that. You know, the only thing that I dislike about the rural station is like the actual sign itself. It just doesn't look right somehow. What I mean is this. It's like you have this bit here which looks really modern and clean. You know, you got like the nice red colours and the sort of almost like solar panels. And then the sign, which looks like it's coming from like an Indian railway station or something. The two things just kind of don't gel well together. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's not my favourite, but it works well in the context of providing the right amount of rail for what we need, you know. Right, so anyway, let's go back to actual railway then, I guess. Let's do... So we need to do a tunnel. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? We need to do a tunnel, and I'm probably going to bring it through sort of from this level. Let's see what happens. Really? That's not going to tunnel at all. There we go. Always weird how this works. It never happens quite where you want it to either. Basically, we want to draw like... This looks like a good place for a tunnel. So we kind of want to go to like there. And then go into a tunnel here. Or like that or something. I'm just playing this by ear. Right, and then we want to kind of come along here like this. Out here or something. And then we want to come back up. It always does this thing so weird. And now I can't see because it's freaking nighttime. Just had enough of this. Had enough of you, nighttime. Right, now I've got to find my bloody railway thing again. But now we've gone like too low. Wait. I make this mistake every time. Right. So, this wants to come out like kind of here, really. But it has to come up so much. And I don't know if I can move it underground, really. Well, it actually doesn't look too bad. I could just not worry to myself about like how insane it is underground. Yeah, Move It seems to hate being underground. I don't think you can do that. I should probably just not worry about it. Like, providing it looks... See, the trouble is this one up here is quite raised up. Always is the trouble with this. Always. It's like it goes along straight and then it kind of comes down too much and then it does this weird crap here. I thought we could still go underground now. I thought there was like a tunnel or... I thought we had a tool, guys, for actually bulldozing underground now. Yeah, this. There we go. It's like, why is that not in the... It's strange. It's like you think it would actually be under like the rail system, but it's not. Right. Maybe what I need to do is have the 2-lane rail, then just have like straight slope turned on, so that it just stays at whatever height we're at here. It just stays straight all the way across though. And also finish it like there, or halfway through, like that, look. So that then, when we come out the other side, it's had enough time to like raise itself up to where we actually want it to be. Now turn that off. Yeah, there we go. So it doesn't look quite so insane. Trouble is, look, it's still quite a lot higher. It's surprising, isn't it, like the different heights. So really what we wanted to do there, I mean, it depends on like how much we want to get this right. What we're at, we were at like 128 or something. Leon, when you build what? Cable cars. When will I be building cable cars? We'll build cable cars when we actually get up on top of the thing. Right. I think what we to get this right and to make me feel better. This is not bad, but yeah, this is not bad, but I think it would actually be more helpful if I just had straight on and then connected between. When I can find the node, it's quite tricky with this to even find the node to connect it to. It doesn't even look right. This thing is so irritating. Come on, game. Right, that's it. Okay, so like if we connect these two together. Right, that's better. That's better. Right, that's what we wanted. Okay. So now I just want to move this down a little bit. This down a bit. So it looks a little bit more reasonable as like a tunnel entrance. And probably the same for this as well. It's such a finicky thing trying to find those nodes to actually adjust that stuff. It's really, really finicky. Right, now again we don't need this we want that rail to be a bit more straight like this. Okay, so now we just need to connect this rail up, which we will do. Okay, hard part is done. So all we got to do is just connect this up nicely, and I'm going to probably suggest that this is a good place to connect these from. There we go. Right, so that's our nice railway connection, and maybe I don't think we actually need to. I don't think we need to connect anywhere else. I had suggested also maybe that because having only 2 lines here, it's not very much, and I'm considering whether we actually need to get more lines, guys. Do you think we actually need to do that? I think that's probably something we should look at next time, perhaps expanding the amount of railway lines, because we really don't have many railway lines at the moment in terms of like the main line. I mean, there's one line which comes in and out of here, but then we only have 2 tracks basically going in and out of here, and you can see, look, this is the problem we're getting. Okay, we're getting the problem here that there's too many trains, there's too many trains kind of trying to get in and out of this station. I think like yeah, we have a judgment coming, and we're going to have to sort of address that situation. I don't think it's going to be able to deal with that otherwise. But the last thing we should do, of course, is just connect these up. That's the last thing that we should do. I'll just make a very straightforward, just make a little line across here like this firstly. These are pretty much on the same level, so I don't think I need to worry too much about. There's a bit of an annoying bridgey thing going on here. It's going to be tricky to sort that out. Do you know what? The hell with it. So annoying. I know why it's doing it. It's because I moved this thing earlier. I'll have to level that bit of ground if I can or something. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to though. Oh, there we go. Right, there we are. That's quite a gentle slope up there anyway, so that's not too bad. Right, now it's getting to stupid nighttime, so we should just very quickly connect this up and connect this the other way. And have a little look at that. It could be much worse, so I should probably count my blessings. I'm just going to drop this down a little low. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then this one we can either connect up to Stanton or we can, you know, whatever we want to do with that, man. Right, so there we go. So that's where we're at with this one, guys. Jesus, man, look at the amount of light. The amount of light coming from across the way there. It's really full on. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so much light getting kicked out from the cities across the ways. We need a saver mode, LT. Yeah, we do. Loot indication mission. You can use move it underground. You need a workaround that is boss something workshop page. Okay. We'll worry about that later. There's very few instances where we need to use move it underground, so we'll worry about this later. Right, we're done for today. I will save after this, so it's all good. Right, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time on Skylines.